Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to do an unboxing of the Harley Davidson fat spoke wheels from Amazon from a company called Terrazon. They're about $650, $659. We're also going to wake up the 2007 Harley Davidson Night Train from hibernation, take that for a quick rip, maybe smoke the tire off the back of it because we're putting all new tires on this thing. Then we'll drive it up on the lift and get them mounted. So let's go.
And now a word from our sponsors.
So we're going to make a quick before and after video. 2007 Harley Davidson Softail Night Train, 21 in the front, 17 in the rear, and we're going to do an 18 in the rear, 21 in the front, fat spokes, all black. This bike also has a shotgun air ride on it and a Heartland 200 rear kit fender, inverted front end. It sits a little bit lower than your average Softail, and I'll make another video right after the wheels are on.
So let's jump into the first box. This is how it came, other than the fact that I already opened it. My wife got them for me for Christmas, and I had to make sure that there was nothing wrong with them before. I knew I was going to make this video right away, so just to make sure they were okay. But this is the front wheel, 21 inch. It actually came pretty well wrapped, and it had these covers on the outside lip. It has these covers that go over the, they weren't actually attached to it, but they're supposed to go over the edges here where the bearings are. So that's the front wheel. Powder coating's really nice. Some of the welds aren't all that terrific. But what I like about these fat spokes, you don't need a tube for this to put inside your tire. It's almost set up like a mag wheel. It's machined, and then they weld in all these fake spokes to make it look like it's the real spokes. But from the side, they look really nice. And then also on both wheels, they give you one size bearing. I'm not really sure what size. It might be a 1-inch bearing. And what they do is they give you a reducers, spacers. So they make it so it'll almost fit any bike. The bearings come already mounted. There's already a bearing race inside the wheel. So say you're running a, well, that's pretty small, but it looks like 1/2 inch. But say you're running a 1/2 inch. You stick the 1/2 inch spacer in there, and it turns the bearing into a 1/2 inch bearing. But they, it comes with all different size. Depending on what axle you're running, there's a size for every size axle. That actually might be 1 1/4 because these look like they're 1 inch. These are 1/2, 3/4, and 1 inch, possibly. But all the sizes are there, and they're already set up for your discs, your rotors on there, and that is the front wheel. And then the tire that I'm putting on there, I've been running these for a little while. They're actually pretty decent tires. They're nice and sticky. They grip the road pretty well. The Shinkos, this is the SR 777. This is a 90/90 21 inch front wheel tire, and we're gonna have these mounted and balanced on here with brand new stems. I've been real happy with these tires. They've been pretty damn good. No issues at all with them. I know some people have issues right from the jump. You get them and they don't balance up okay, but we're going to get these mounted and balanced, and I'll let you know how they balance up on this setup here. But I think it's going to look really nice. All right, and this is the rear. Same deal, same packaging. This is an 18 by 5.5 because I have a 200 rear on that tire. I mean, for the tire on the back of that bike. Same deal with these. It's got those little edging that protect the outside of the wheel. Another bag of axle spacers slash to retain your size axle you have. Yeah, these look good too. I like the fact that you can have spokes and not have to run a tube. It is a nice setup. And the tire that we're running for this one, I'll grab that. Another Schenko tire, 250 R18. So what comes stock on my Softail, it's a 200 R17, but it's a 55 that came stock on my bike. Because I'm going up one size, I'm dropping down one size on the sidewall, so it'll actually fit in that fender. When I bought new tires for that bike, I bought a 50 for it, and there's too much room in the fender. So now that I went up to an 18 from a 17, and I'm sticking at 50, the sidewalls are much higher than what's on my bike now. So it should probably not change the height of the bike, but change the way it looks inside the fender. But I think these are going to look great on there. I like the sport bike tires. They stick a lot better to the road. When you're going down through turns, you can get into the turns a little bit better. But I'm going to bring these to the local motorcycle shop, have them mount and balance them, put brand new stems in them, and then we'll get the bike on this lift, get them mounted up, and then we'll take a video or some pictures of the bike with them on there, and you can compare what looks better, mag wheels or spoke wheels. If the weather gets a little bit better until at least the 50s, because it's freezing out there right now, I'll take it for a blast and let you know what I think for the ride. So I'll get back to you once these are mounted and balanced. All right, so here we are back to work on the old Midnight Pumpkin 2007 Harley Davidson Night Train. We have it on the lift now, and I don't know, I'm starting to get a little skeptical about this front end and those new fat spoke wheels. This is a 52 millimeter front end made by Marzocchi. They made these front ends in 2006, don't quote me, but 2006 to around 2013, they made them for Harley Davidson. You were able to buy your Softail or what have you, and then they would warranty these front ends through Harley Davidson. There's actually Harley Davidson logos underneath the triple trees on them. And when I went to get new fork seals, this company is out of business and I couldn't get the fork seals. So the cycle place near my house actually mic'd these out and found that a R6, a Yamaha R6 fork seals actually fit these. So if anybody's got this front end and they got leaky seals, it's a Yamaha R6 fit in there perfect, and they're all filled and they've been holding out for 2 years. But I'm kind of nervous about the new wheel and the fact that this front end is so damn wide. I mean, I'd love to get it in there. I'm gonna give it my best shot. I don't know what spacers or what we're gonna have. I know the back is a stock swing arm on this bike, so that should work, no problem. But this front end, that's why I'm gonna do that front wheel first. And then if that lines up and everything works well and the spacing is right for the rotor and the caliper and all that, then I'll do the rear. But if this doesn't work, then it's gonna be a big fail and they'll be for sale. So let me show you what we got working with over here. I mean, it's a super nice front end. I like it. The trees are nice and thick, and I don't know what's gonna happen. We're gonna give it a shot. So you need a pick. These are just pressure fitted in, but you just give it a little yank and they pop right out. Just some O-rings holding it in, nothing special. Then on the bottom, you loosen up the bolts on the bottom. Helps if you go the right way. That's one. We'll get the other side. Also, I think I'll be dropping everything off at the powder coater tomorrow. I think tomorrow after work, I'm going to drop the frame off and all those parts, and I'll see if they'll let me film in there, pick a color, so we can get back on the other bike. These are a pain in the neck to get off. Jeez Louise. Probably not supposed to use vice grips on it, but what the hell am I going to do? Well, that was a... school, working on the floor. Whoa, you know what just happened? Snap-a-rooney. So that's what I thought. That spacer is actually built right through the wheel. So the way that this wheel is set up, that spacer bolts to that hub there. That's why I almost wonder that this new wheel is not going to work on there. And I looked these wheels up. The only place I've ever saw them, I saw Jesse James mount them to a bike. I can't find any logos, any names. So if anybody knows what kind of wheel this is or where it came from, let me know. That's a good sign. That actually fits up pretty well. Ain't gonna work. Even if this front end moves in a half an inch, it's still not gonna work. The placement of that, I mean, I could probably get we're talking like a 1-inch spacer for the caliper. I mean, the rotor to move over. I don't know. looks like I'll have some wheels for sale. They will fit a stock Softail. No problem. Just I had that feeling this was gonna be a problem with this front end. I think they look pretty cool. I'm gonna put the rest of the bike back together again. I'm gonna put the other wheel back on. Damn, that sucks. One, measure your front end. Don't assume that a set of stock wheels are gonna fit a crazy ass front end like this, because it doesn't. I think that's the biggest lesson we learned today. Measure 1,000 times before you do it. All right, so we're all back together. Put the front wheel back on, Loctite everything, got all that back together. And what lessons did we learn today? Or one lesson in general? Don't assume, because I assumed that those stock wheels that are supposed to fit a stock Softail are gonna fit a crazy ass inverted front end from 15 years ago. Not happening. And that's what I did. I assumed that those wheels were gonna fit because they're just, same size front tire, but the offset is way different. And now I have a set of wheels for sale. So, but I'm gonna get this off the lift and I'm gonna continue working on that frame, sanding it down, getting all that stuff ready. And then hopefully they let me do a little bit of filming in the powder coat. You guys get a quick view of what it looks like in the powder coat place and what colors they have and all that crazy stuff. So we'll get back to you. That's going to be it for this video. We failed with the night train wheels. Didn't work out well, but we did get everything dropped off at powder coat, picked out a color, and hopefully that'll be done this week and we can go pick all that up and start building the bike again. Next episode or next video, we're going to be getting these wheels shiny black again because it looks like they've been sitting around buried underneath a mound of dirt for the last 10 to 15 years, buried next to Jimmy Hoffa. And then also we got to get some black wrinkle paint on the engine. So once we get that frame back from powder coat, we can get the engine in there and start building this bike. It's going to be an epic build. The color is amazing. Everything's just coming together on that bike. So please stay tuned for that. If you're enjoying this content, please subscribe, hit the like button, and we'll see you on the next episode. And I just want to give a quick shout out to my two littlest, biggest fans, Starvin' Marvin and Jackson in Tennessee. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.